Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, one more time, prepare yourselves. It's showtime. Action fingers. I'm here, live with my friend, Senator. Say hi, Sen.
Hello, all you happy people.
I'm running on the test server. Running the test.
Approach, prisoner.
I will skip as much as possible. Let us import. That's one handsome-looking fellow, don't you think? Damn, he's sexy. Sure, it's the same. It's boring, but it's easy to spell and find. We'll go with locked. Oh, apparently we have to do the tutorial.
Have they told you what? Then I will sift your... Where were you born?
ED Prime.
A toxic place, and the Harkonnens prefer it that way. The Order of the Imperium is rooted in the Farfrelucius.
I'm nobility,
For
obviously.
every man, and every man in his place. Did you give bad advice? You had a mentor in your youth, trained by what? You must have been very young.
I was very young.
The test is almost complete.
I've spoken
Come
truth.
here.
Cutscene. But presumably because it's the first character on a new server, I won't be allowed to skip the tutorial. Nope. Here I am. Oh, God. Next time, no tequila shooters and cat food. Oh, my stomach. Oh. Oh, lucky for me, a from kit. Crafting. Let's make a scrap metal knife. Alright. Pull it out. I'm dehydrated. Let's drink a little water. Mind you, you can only hydrate on dew up to 1/3 of your health, or sorry, of your water meter. Make a heal kit. I like to have those on my 5 slot. Okay, I feel a little better. Climbing. I guess they won't let me escape out of any individual int that I have completed. Stamina drains while you're climbing. It charges automatically unless you're sprinting. Don't suppose I can drink anymore? No.
Twin comets in the sky.
You mentioned
Look,
escape.
there's a way through the barricade.
Tell me
We're
what
gonna
to
need
do.
one of their protocol. That's where if you can slip, he's a noble. Yeah. Now go.
Sunstroke.
Stick to the shadows, Offworlder. The heat of the sun is deadly to the unprepared.
And the heat of the sun is dead to the prepared, too, if they don't get out of it. Find a body that's
The
got some
guards have
stuff.
sealed themselves inside. Search the prisoners for a cut array. And Offworlder, be careful.
Not enough power. Yeah, I equipped the improvised power pack. We're ready to go. Oh, look!
The cut array is primarily a mining tool, Offworlder. You'll need it for harvesting resources. Using it to cut open ships is an added benefit. The captain's room is blocked by a pentashield. You'll need a pentashield key to pass through. See if there's another way forward.
Hey, as long as I have a cut array, there's a way forward.
Ready your weapon, Offworlder. The guards won't hesitate. Neither should you.
Light attacks. Parry. Parry is a timed click. Oh, wow.
Parry your
History.
opponents just as their strikes will hit you. This should stagger them, giving you a window of opportunity.
Found him.
Move those to 5, because that's what I'm used to. Oh, okay. She was just in there. We'll go through the issue. We got some water. Foolish not to drink it. We're on Dune. It's a desert planet. Oh, dead guy. Nothing on it though. Heavy and slow blade attacks. Oh, slow blade attacks. Staggered.
A swift attack can force your enemy off balance, but only a slow blade penetrates a shield.
Anyone else got anything on them? What can I say? I'm greedy. Here
That's the
is-
pentashield key. Once you equip it, you can pass through the shield. Get to the captain and activate that transmitter. I'll be there soon.
Oh, he's dead. So the test server will be persistent, so characters will stay on the test server for future test servering. A lot of changes in the patch notes.
Get up, Off-Worlder. I couldn't wait for you. But now you need to run. The sandworm is coming.
I ran.
Run. No.
Big Daddy! Had it the whole way. I was never concerned at all.
You made it, Off-Worlder. Catch your breath. When the Thopter went down, the storm took us far off course. My leg is bad. I need to lay low and treat it before it gets worse. But fear not, Off-Worlder. Noctua can cover the ground between us with little effort. She will be my eye in the sky so I can continue to offer my sage advice and keep you on this side of the grave. Figure out how to craft yourself some clothing. That Mauler outfit won't cut it out here.
Dang. Do we have enough for everything? Maybe 3, 5, 9, 11, 15. What do you mean insufficient resources? Oh, to make anything else. Yeah, that is correct. Makeshift jacket. Makeshift jacket. I gotta say, the Mala thing looked better. No
the
offense
War of Assassins has left debris scattered all over this sector. Salvage metal from the wreckage with your cutter ray, and use it to make a Mauler pistol and darts. Don't let the Imperial disdain for ranged weapons lead you astray. Very few people are foolhardy enough to use shields this deep in the sands, and that is to your advantage.
More salvaged metal. More salvaged metal. Don't need granite yet. We'll need granite when it comes time for us to build a home. Not too far away. Oh, that should be a big chunk of salvageable metal. The little ones. We've got enough. Unlocked. We will research the Mala pistol and build an improvised Mala pistol. And let's see. Three or four? We'll start with 3. A new dude? Yeah, I'm on the test server. They announced the patch notes for the test server. A couple of weeks is when it's expected. Just started. Just got out of the initial tutorial area. Research the respawn beacon. Beacon. Oh, wrong button. Right button. I now have a respawn beacon. The patch notes are very extensive. The biggest change will be that instead of the A row in the deep desert being PvE, A through D and half of E. So half of the deep desert. Almost half of the deep desert will be PvE now, instead of all of it except the first row being PvP.
This used to be Fremen territory, but the War of Assassins and the Sardaukar pogrom put an end to that. Now the sector is crawling with scavengers, fighting over the scraps of Imperium technology left in the wake of this so-called noble war. But that's to your advantage, Off-Worlder. Allow them to do the hard work of gathering the salvage, and then take it from them.
I will take it from them.
Don't hesitate to kill them all. They would do the same to you.
Do you mean... Oh. Which faction? Oh, thing is I mean, I won't get far enough in this to get a faction. If that's what you mean. Presumably, those are the guys I need. Yes, they are. Go to the scavenger camp. Use my ability. Ooh, and we've got a moisture-sealed cave. Not that we're really interested in the moisture-sealed cave immediately.
There's someone here.
It's obvious you've had some training, off-worlder. But nothing can truly prepare you for what the desert has in store.
Hey there. Good evening.
Hone your skills and harden yourself to the violence you must do to survive. Remember, Arrakis will sharpen you or kill you.
Possibly both. Possibly both. Sharpen you and kill you. And make you dance. Not in a good way either. Make you do a dance you're not comfortable with. Open the skills menu. Skills. Give me a poison capsule.
Without a still tent, you're easy prey to the sandstorms that sweep across the desert. Those storms tear flesh from bone and shred metal like paper.
That sounds sexy.
Unless you'd like to share a cave with some scavengers, your best bet is to build your own shelter. Build a construction tool and place out a sub-fief console. You'll be claiming a portion of the planet's surface for your very own, or rather borrowing it from the Emperor. I'm a little hazy on the specifics.
That to there. Hi. I bounced. I am on the test server, which was released today. A whole bunch of notes for the test server were published. You should be able to find those on Reddit. Basically anywhere. The biggest announcement is for the Deep Desert, where the A through D and half of the E rows are going to be PvE. Whereas previously only the A row was PvE. Now most of the materials, the best materials in the largest amounts, are further out into the deep desert. But still, that's pretty good. We have enough stone. We now need more metal and fuel cells. Well, there is a moisture-sealed tent there. I don't have the quest for a moisture-sealed tent. Arrakis will make you a well-rounded due to the abrasive action of the sand. But the thing is, it's also going to make you skinny. Because you're not going to be water fat, as they call it. Nothing on either one of them. I was robbed. Technically, they were murdered.
Sector weather alert.
Oh,
a large
sandstorm.
sandstorm is approaching.
Well, I just got here and we've got a sandstorm coming in. How typical. I am in a sheltered place. I won't be leaving then until the sandstorm passes us by. Still need more salvage metal and more fuel cells. Don't see any of those additional of those around, sadly. Having looted, I think, all of it. Any? No. Okay, well, I'm sheltered and there's a storm coming, so I'm going to wait right here for it to blow by. Not quite half and half in the desert. I take it back. That's right. It is 9 by 9. So yeah, half and half in the desert. Now, from what people were saying, a lot of the materials don't even show up until you're in the D. There's the storm. And a lot of them don't really show up until you're in the G tier. So, was that it? Was that the entirety of the storm? Wow, that was just terrible in completely destroyed every... No, it didn't. It did not. Did I grab everything here? I did. Okay, we need...
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Another one? Oh, ooh, that's the one. That's the big one. I'm going back inside. That wasn't the storm. That was Shai Hulud going by, I believe. Yeah, that's the storm. Yeah, I think it was just Shai Hulud. He wanted to do a drive-by wave. Hi, Len's. Gonna eat you later. I'm gonna get eaten by Shai Hulud because I have not experienced it in the game yet. Sometime tonight. Don't let me forget. I need to get eaten. Which sounds smuttier than I intended, by the way. Didn't mean it to sound quite that dirty. Or did I? Well, this should be all of the salvage metal we need. It is. I need more fuel cells, though. We need to find a nice big batch of delicious fuel cells. We're doing on... We got plenty of space. I will get some extra granite so that I can build a slightly larger than minimal house, as I like to do. Well, they should have some fuel cells up there. I'm sure they'd be willing to share, don't you think? Probably not actually going to be willing to share.
What?
Killer, for me, please. Thank you. Fuel cells, and still not there. Playing on the RP server with some friends, and we're not allowed to go to new areas until we... Wow, 100%ing the areas. That's a big ask. I think I've got everything we need. I do. That is a very cool approach, though. I approve. Because I'm sure you're waiting for my approval. No, I think that's a very cool approach. Is that an official server? Or I assume it's an unofficial server. We don't get tax. Well, that's okay. I don't get tax on one of my houses. I had 2 houses. I turned one of them back into a basic instead of an advanced. Fief? Sub-fief? If you do the basic, there's no tax. Oh, it's a private server. Got it. I approve of that. That is a very cool addition. It's going to be a pain in the ass, but it's a cool pain in the ass. That makes sense. My compliments to whoever came up with the idea, if for nothing else, for their cruelty. Oh, I don't think I want to mess with this. I know I don't want to mess with that. What I do want to mess with is getting closer to... I'm going to go around the other way. I'm going to take the long way. Plus, more resources. Boop. Dude's backstory is your Stilgar was born as an Atreides, but you were kidnapped as a child. Trained by a swordmaster to blindly kill Atreides troops. But then Vladimir Harkonnen got tired of his new toy and sold you to a prison ship. Goals are survival and to weaken House Harkonnen. Well, I'm okay with the weakening of House Harkonnen because then I will be able to take control of House Harkonnen. You understand, it's nothing personal. It's entirely personal. My character was born on Gidi Prime. Because this is only the test server, I don't think I'm going to be giving him much more of a personality than that. Although characters on the test server, they have said, will be persistent, so that's a thing. Well, we got a couple of houses already visible here. So I'm not the only person on this server, which population was low. I don't expect the general test servers to be too populated. There was one that had a high population, so the people who want to do like group testing and everything are probably going to that server. I just generally want to get a character established on the test server. All right, where is Griffin Station thingy? I want to be close to that. Don't let the sun shine down on me. Get out of the sun. There it is. More energy cells. I'll take those. Whoop. And hopefully I won't get eaten while running across. I want to get eaten tonight, but not just yet. I am sunstroked. Don't say it. Alright, let me cool down a little bit. Status UI, yeah, I'm sunstroked. Thanks. I am aware. Thank you. Be nice of you to not rub it in any further. I realize.
Identifiers. I need reinforcements.
They made me. By not seeking me out and handing me all their stuff. They made me. That's my story. I'm going to stick with it. Alright, I get out of the sun here for a minute, and then we'll take off, and we'll build a house near the outpost. Near the Anvil outpost, and most other people built it away from it. It is such a big advantage to be close to that, although it won't really be a huge advantage until a second map area opens up. Because right now you can't go anywhere until you finish off the first map area, right? But eventually it will be a big advantage. Once you get an ornithopter, it's not that important that you be close to an outpost anymore. But before then, I think it is very important. My backpack is full. In the Eastern Gap. And I'm going to build on the big rock up here next to Griffin's Reach. Oh, I hear you bumbling and burbling away back there. You can eat me later, I promise. Hello there. Oh, can't pick up any other stuff. We are going to build our house. Built where my dude is, built on the Palace server. near the first house, the second house, or the third house. So I'm going to build right here, I think. We need to research the basic construction kit. We need to build construction tool. I'm on the test server. Is there something different than the normal? Yeah, it opened today. This is the next patch version. This is the test version of the patch that's coming in a week or two. Okay, so very extensive patch notes. Let's see. I don't especially want to build and block off the passage through, because that's kind of a jerk. A little too close to a no building zone. Oh, we can come up here, I suppose. No, that's too close to a no building zone. I don't want to block off the passage through, because that's kind of jerk. This seems okay. Not great, but okay. We'll go here.
Congratulations. You are now the proud owner of an Imperial sub-fief.
Yeah, they're long. They're very
More of a
extensive.
Sub-fief. But it's enough for now. Get your construction tool out and get cracking. It's not a shelter without walls and a roof.
First thing. All right, let's say if we want to start, say, up here. The biggest thing in the patch notes is that the deep desert will no longer be limited to just row A, being PvE, A through D, and half of E. So half of the whole map is going to be... Okay, that's outside of my claim. All right, that's fine then. Be that way. Fine, you didn't like that part anyway. I like that they're making it easier for the PvE players to play the game their way. Forced PvP was, I think, discouraging a lot of people from trying the game, which is kind of unfortunate because I think the game's got an awful lot of good stuff. We have enough to finish the roof. It does not appear like it. I'm going to need some more. We've got 5 more. Not quite enough. I'll need like 1 more. Granite node. I think people who do PvE stuff will be happier. And I think it will bring more people into the game, which is obviously good for everyone, PvE and PvP. And it will, I think, has a real chance in the long run of increasing the number of players willing to try PvP. Okay, lens needs more granite. There we are. I think it's a smart idea, and it's them responding to a criticism they heard a lot, which is also smart. The game is new. You would like to give a really good impression to players currently playing and players who are thinking about playing about the game and the team that's making it. And that they're listening to people is, I think, always going to be a winning choice. It's always the right choice. Even if you don't necessarily act on it, you at least want people to know that you are listening. If you act on it as well, that's even better. Let's move it to another location. Hey, how about right by the door? Okay, next. Power, I think. Small storage. That can also go. Oh, actually, yeah, we're going to move that again. We're going to move you all the way over here. Build. We have a storage. And we will be shielded. Once we drop in.
The sub-thief console comes with an automatic shield system that will keep your base safe from the sandstorms. Just keep the generator fueled, or the storms will tear at your walls.
Simple
And it goes
starter
without saying,
box.
don't build on open sand. Seal your base, off-worlder. Maintain good water discipline, and it will keep you alive. You've done well licking flowers and sucking sap, but you need a consistent source of water. And the best source out here is blood. Extract it, store it, refine it, and drink it. Raw if you're really desperate. And don't mind throwing up. Actually, don't drink it. Unless you really have to.
Right, the basic exsanguination kit. Blood extractor. And I like to build 2 blood sacks. Base management, permissions, set access layer rules. One thing you always want to do if you're building a new house, always, you want to make sure you've got it checked and set as a respawn location. Always. All that does is give you an option of respawning there. Locate and kill scavengers. Suck their blood. Well, that's just a little bit on the dark side. I'm okay with that. That's that, and that is where we're going. The fact that they're rolling out these changes basically within a month of the game launching is another good sign. It means that they have really listened to, I know, a number of the content creators. Co-Carnage loves the game but had real problems with the Deep Desert implementation. Shroud had issues. I have not heard what they had to say about what's going on with the changes here yet. I'm going to assume at least Co-Carnage is happy. He wanted basically the 1 and 2 lines to be made. PvE. I think their solution is probably better. Alright, we need to kill them and suck their blood. Before we do, we'll suck a little dew.
Someone's here.
Someone's here, there sure are.
Who goes there?
Just me, babe, just me. Come on. Come on, you want to get in? Good boy. Maybe I shouldn't speak so condescendingly to something that just killed two dudes, but what are you gonna do? Oh my god. I've only looted this once. It should be refilled. Let's get some granite here, too. You can never have too many house-making materials. Otherwise, you might take it for granted. I've made that joke approximately 30 times since the game came out. Oh god, Lynn's making another take it for granted joke. Pardon me, goddamn. The 182-meter dash. Can I outrun Shia Load? Well, at some point, my intent tonight is to have him eat me. I'm not there yet. Can we drink a little more? All right, research the blood purifier. Presumably construct the blood purifier. Deposit blood into the blood purifier.
You're probably feeling it by now, Off-Worlder. Spice.
Oh, I'm about to be tripping
everywhere
balls,
on
guys.
Arrakis.
Hold on.
The air, the sand, the blood. It prolongs life, expands consciousness, and triggers some very vivid dreams.
All right, tripping balls time. Here we go. A little bit of spice, you know. It's no problem. I'm going to skip this. I have seen it. All right, I'm feeling much better now. I think I'll go for a walk. We do not need the Mala vest anymore. Or any of the Mala stuff, for that matter. We don't need it clogging up our inventory. They have not been particularly generous with the inventory space. I should probably build a few more darts. I don't have the salvage metals right there, dude. That's right. I guess you can't use the basic construction with materials that you're not carrying. 5 more. Follow my inner sight to the first trial. That's it there. There we are. The first trial of Akal. We've got our rounds and we've got the materials to make additional bandages, which I will do as soon as I reach the rock. Bandages, heal kits, fine, whatever. I always like to have more of a thing than I need. First trial of Akal. Let's get some more fuel cells. Let me give these flowers a quick suck. Early game, if you're low enough that you can guess it doesn't have the range.
Need to reload.
Need to reload? I don't think so. I think your loading is done, my friend. More blood. For the blood god. Oh. Yeah, it's up. Ow. Oh, it's over there. That dude died unnecessarily. I feel bad. I mean, not like really bad. A little bit. He was hostile. Distinctly unfriendly. Sardaukar punks. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. In other words, I won't have to run away. Because otherwise I will. And, once again, I am low enough that I can suck dew, so I will suck dew. You can't do it if you're just a little bit low. You have to be like, maybe 20% under the 1/3 hash mark. Alright, remember, boys and girls, okay? It's important for you to remember. Drugs are bad, okay? I'm not snorting drugs. I'm snorting spice. It's just like the cinnamon challenge. Although instead of a mouthful, you get a noseful. Skip that and go straight to the trial. Not guilty, Your Honor. Don't call me Wally. She's gonna call me Wally.
Who is it that thinks?
Ibn Kirtaiba.
The weight of a kindly god is a fearful thing. Do you understand? Our God gave us the burning eyes of Allat and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar. Rest in black shade. Be like
We don't want to get turned into ash. Not that it actually like kills you. You just get sent back into the just farther in the dream state here. Ow! 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 And you got to crouch past this one. Oh, here she comes again.
when we began our wandering, we suffered. Until suffering was a thing we came to know within our souls. Arrakis is suffering. When we found it, we were home.
The trials recount the journeys of the Fremen from world to world before they found Arrakis.
On Harmontep, we were made to suffer. Our children taken and made slaves. They denied us the Hajj. Never to forgive, never to forget. The weight of a kindly God is a fearful thing. Did not God give us the burning sun to defy? Suffering leads to defiance. And where does defiance lead?
Come on, close your eyes. You are getting sleepy. Sleepy.
Ibn Qutayba.
Kartaiba.
Defiance leads to thought. Who is it that thinks?
One who suffers.
Those who suffer. Ibn Qutayba. Who is it that thinks?
Those who suffer.
Those who suffer. Remember Harmontep. Being a Kaifa.
And we're going back to North America Test World. Siege Nadir. I choose nadir because nadir is a word that means the low point. And let's face it, my stream. Kind of the low point. Sort of proud of that. And blue-de-doop. Welcome to Arrakis. Stake your claim. Those are the cheats. I was just given.
Still there, off-worlder. Your signal drifted for a moment. No matter. A thought
Located
occurs.
moisture sealed
When the
cave. I've
Sardaukar
already
began their
located one and
purge, many
killed the
Fremen
dudes
were
inside.
slaughtered. The ones that were not abandoned their caves,
Have
leaving
micro sandwich
valuable
fabric
resources
and an
behind.
EMF generator
Valuable resources that just might contain the makings of a still suit. Take what you need. Their ghosts will not object.
You don't know that. You don't know that their ghosts won't object. Nearest one is what I've already used. Can I drinky poo? Nope, cannot drink. I cannot. Drinky poo. Get behind this rock and take a moment to un-overheat. Sub-overheat? Got plenty of inventory space? We do! Then let's get some more copper. And, sure, plant fiber. Take a sec, just to drop the heat. No harm, no foul. Ooh, I'm sorry. That might have hurt. Kind of rude of me to drain your blood, but I just don't think she's using it anymore. You know? I need more salvage metal. Really? Oh, I've got a bunch of that at home. So we'll just pick that up and we should be fine. But if we happen to stumble over, I'm not going to be too proud to harvest more. Because there's more to be harvested. I feel parched. Well, it's you guys' fault. I mean, come on. If this planet wasn't such a hellhole, literally, I wouldn't be so parched. Fine. I'll suck plants. Oh, we got a ways to go. We have shade over here. Not enough, I don't think. Maybe in here. Yeah. Little nook and or cranny. Don't worry, guys. You got this. Not looking for any trouble. I'm gonna sunstroke before I can get into the shade. Despite the fact I'm right. Almost made it. But almost. It's only good horseshoes and hand grenades. Let's see. My feel parched again. Well, you know what they say when you're parched. You just need to hydrate. Sure, I can grab some granite too. Grab granite and more fuel cells. All right. Cool off a little bit. Grab some more cool shade. And that last couple hundred meters to home sweet home. I believe you run a little bit faster if you're not actively carrying a tool. Almost home, boys. Boys and possibly girls. Nope. Don't quite have. We will drop, 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 drop. And pick that up. There's the salvage metal. Research a fab, I think. Turn your base, drink water from the blood purifier. Research the fab. Fabricator. Gotta keep them fabricated. Bad. Sorry. This way, I think. Constructor. Interact with the fabricator I have constructed. Fabricate a complete scavenger still suit. Victory is mine. Well, victory. Let's go ahead and drop the fuel cells in there. Currently 152. That's 152 hours. So what, 6 days? Plus a little? As an example, this currently has 11 armor, reduced stamina dash cost, a little bit of blade mitigation. This has 11 armor, so the same, but it doesn't have the other buffs, except heat protection. So what I generally do...
Impressive, off-worlder.
Is wear the still suit when I'm running around.
If you didn't connect the tubes between the cats and the thigh pads just right, you'll be drinking your own liquefied feces. And that does not count as hydration, by the way. I have good news, off-worlder. My leg has recovered enough that I will risk it to move forward. I know a place in your sector where we can meet. Craft a survey device so you can figure out how to get there and join me.
Research the small ore refinery. Oh, look. I'll research the small ore refinery. I will then build a small ore refinery. Let's see. I will refine more than 12 copper. I can refine 96 copper. We are going to need more storage. Might as well. So. Build a half wall. I've seen people do that. It's got to be in one of the other... tile sets. Wouldn't be there, I don't think. No. Wouldn't be there. Might be in the chunk set. Walls. Half wall. Connect to a structure, so it'd have to go like there. Not quite an optimal fit. But if we come over here. Interesting. Not sure quite how to make that work. If it's workable. I believe we needed 12. We've got more. Research the surveying kit. Craft. Fab. Done. Probe launcher and a survey probe. Probe launcher. Survey probe.
Did you get a probe made? Good. Static discharge from the sandstorms makes map data extremely unreliable on Arrakis. But if you can get it high enough, a handheld probe can gather enough local data to give you a snapshot of the region. Climb somewhere high and fire off the probe. Just don't let the Sardaukar spot you.
How about we use the blood that we nabbed? Drink. What was in there? Right, we've got to get to a high enough point to launch it. And maybe behind the trade post is a point high enough. As it looked from what little of the map we have, there was a peak behind That's it over there. Maybe that'll be high enough. What we can do is, let's move the blood bags from there. Drop that into the 8 slot for now. And it'll tell us how much we need. That's high enough? Okay, that's high enough. You know, most of the time you've got to be really high up to get those to go on. It's scanning the entire place. It failed. Probe maximum. Oh, you've got to stay close. Fuck, I had no idea. Well, I don't suppose it came back, did it? It did not. I had best make another, don't you think? My anxious behavior has cost me the materials of the probe. I feel shame. And I'm over it. But it was real. For as long as it lasted, you know. What we also want to do that was wrong. Oh, why you no build? There we go. All right, we now have a door on each end, which I think makes sense. We'll make another probe. It'll let me fire from here. Nope, 29 meters more. About 35 feet. No, 29 meters. Sorry. Not 100 feet. Theoretically, I don't think those numbers hold. So we'll just stay right here. Just scan it. Yeah. And touchdown.
Very good. I'm going to the Griffin's Reach trade post. Come and find me there.
Oh, you mean
just remember to be careful
Reach
crossing the sands. Move from rocky ground to rocky ground. Learn how far you can move on sand before the worm comes. And remember, look both ways before you cross the desert.
So I won't get run over by a shy halud. Good advice. That's smart thinking. Alright, well, we're almost here. And we're...
Alas, Offworlder, it seems my fame precedes me even here, at the arse end of the Haga Basin. Your Emperor's lackey, Count Fenring, has put an obscene bounty on my head. And while I'm flattered to be his great boogeyman, the added attention is making life complicated. Take a look around. There's a contract on the board that might interest you. But be careful. Civilized men are not to be trusted.
Well, we can take the bounty for Xantar's head. I feel sure it's not. 40 copper ore. Okay, well, I'll need to go grab the copper. But first we need to talk to this guy as his quest.
Look at the way you stand. No, well, but don't despair. Then listen closely. For the sake of my
open
who
up
knows how to
the
track them down. Do this for me.
Skill tree. This is why you should not choose Trooper as your starting class. Not that the class isn't good, but you're going to get access to it an hour and a half or 2 hours into the game. Free. Whereas opening up a second skill tree, if you're a trooper isn't going to happen for a very long time. They are significantly more complicated. Alright, 40 copper. Well, fine. We'll pick up the leavings that are just sitting around. Maybe those weren't copper. This is copper, though. Copper. Well, there's the copper ore I needed. Weapons just go right back. Alright, we have to deliver that and then buy the Hydra Leader John schematic. It's the worst Leader John in the world. It holds a liter and a half. That's not a Leader John, that's a liter and a half John. The decaliter John you get later, that's accurate. That's 10 liters. The regular liter John, it holds a liter. Hardening on. There's your 40. 150 XP, 1500 Solaris, and a unique tool. Boobadoo. Complete any contract. Job's done. Nothing else available yet, doesn't seem like. Buy a unique, the Hydra Leader John. Over here. Where's the...
Hey, stop. I know the face of every sand-sucking bandit, scavenger, and merc from here to Harco. And I don't recognize, so perhaps you'll give us the courtesy of who you are?
If you
and
remember
while
everyone,
you're
you
at
must
it,
know my
why
cousin, Sal
our
Condon.
Oh, yes, of course. Sal. How's he doing?
He took a scattergun shot to the face about a month back. He's still prettier than you. Ooh, burned.
Huh. That's a good one. Welcome to Griffin's Reach, cousin of Sal. Their name's Mir. I do
here
the
to
trading
trade.
and the
Hydra
talking.
Leader
My
John.
silent partner here does the fighting. And there's the contract board in the corner if you need work.
All right, we have the Leader John. Unique schematic. Wrecking crew. Reach the wreck of the Alcyon, acquire the Holtzman amplifier, deliver the Holtzman amplifier, contact the issue.
You're going to find, Offworlder, that Arrakis is a planet of unique opportunity. No former prisoner would ever have access to the military technology of the great houses. But with the war, chaos reigns. Ships crash and are shot down, sometimes spilling military-grade materials onto the sands. The Fremen know the ways of the desert and how to do a lot with very little. The Imperium, on the other hand, have infinite resources and the production capacity of countless worlds. Plunder them, Offworlder. There is a shipwreck near here. Slip inside and claim your share of the spoils.
What do we got? We'll research the schematic. I don't think we can make it yet. Rest of this stuff we'll be keeping. And we got a ways to hike. When we get there, we want to continue and grab here, here, and here are the three guys we need to kill. For the trooper. I can hear you. you. Shai Hulud. I can hear him messing about, making noise and such. Rather avoid violence. There's another Mentat out there. He's fighting evil in his own possibly evil way. The game is sort of broken up into 3 parts. The first few hours you spend running place to place, unsurprisingly. Then you get your first sand bike, which is actually a sand trike. There's Shai Hulud just tootling by. And it's a long ways until you get to the 3rd phase, where you get the Ornithopter. That really changes the way the game plays. So it is a nice sort of 3-phase thing you go through. Unskip. Okay, it's unspent skill points. I'll spend those once we get Ding 7. I don't think I'm going to get to the Alcyon before I get Sunstorm. Maybe I can get out of the sun. Probably not in time, but I'm going to try it. No, I don't think in time. I'll start to rapidly lose water. Hydration, you know, the good stuff. Not too much. I'll go ahead and take a sip from my catch pockets in my still suit. There we go. Skills, let's see. Poison mine. Ranged damage, yes. Shield wall. Haven't tried that one. Marksman headshot damage. Garment Keeper pistol damage for now, sure. A little better off than we were. The Alcyon awaits.
Who's there? Enemy found. Back up.
Get the other one? Yeah, we did.
Who's there?
Reveal yourself. Identify
upbeat fight music for a fight that's over. We're here for.
There's someone here. We've got it covered.
There sure is.
I need Than I expected. Shield. Blood bags are full. They are. And now we get extra goodies besides the stuff for the quest. We get a unique knife blueprint that is way better than the makeshift one we're currently. Way better. We're going to have to harvest materials to upgrade our armor and weapons. More plant fiber, more copper ore. We have that sitting at home. Let's go this way so that we can catch Shadow. Stopped, so still going up. Why is it still going up? No. More copper. Good, good, good. The reason I'm doing this on the test server is the test server characters will be persistent, so in the future I'll be able to continue to work on the test server, get some more stuff done, test things, you know, testing things on the test server. Who would have thought? Oh, not this way. No, no, no. Nope. 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 We're going the other way. We've got 3 people to kill for the trooper trainer. We kill them. Opens up the trooper tree. Trooper tree has an awesome ability. Which is Shigarwire Claw, better known as a grappling hook. Useful for combat. Extremely useful for traversal. I used the wrong thing. Feel yourself.
She doesn't seem to like me. She doesn't even know me. That's not the one I have to kill. They're over there. Almost have enough fiber. Going to space. Okay. Research unlocked. Scavenger rags, Karpov 38, and Kinjal. No, they don't ask you to make the Kinjal because they know you've already gotten a blueprint for a unique. That's better.
Reveal yourself.
Whoop. Does that count as revealing myself? This isn't the guy I need either. He is 150 meters further away. He's in a moisture-sealed cave. Hiding. Right over there. Again. Hey, creepy. Come on, dude.
Who's there? I've got you covered.
Right. Wow. And there was a mine on the floor. Who just leaves a mine on the floor of their house? I mean, kids could get at it. A pet. All right, that's one. Next one. Further to the east. Go ahead and make a few more healy kits. Can't quite drink yet. Not happy about my options here. You're not happy about your options? Try a different path. Why go around when you can go over? That way. All right. There were baddies all around that rock. Don't like baddies, you know. We are headed the correct way. Now, we'll suck some dew. It's not where we want to go. Yeah, I will take small detours to avoid unnecessary conflicts because random murder is not my objective. Semi-random murder is my objective. It's a beautiful night. It's probably only 90. Okay, maybe 100. Run like Shai Hulud was chasing me. Because he kinda is. You're out on the sand. He's coming for you. Right there. I believe you can set off that compactor. Another one. People are psychopaths, man. Mines all over everything. And there's the third one. He's due south. That's an uncomfortably long run. And we'll head out to the little edge here. A little bit shorter, but it's still a long run. We'll see if Shai Hulud's going to eat me now. I didn't say I was going to get myself eaten tonight. Not there yet, preferably. I prefer to do it on my own terms. Pistol away, and I don't think he'd be amused. Oof, that's not a good sign. Boy. Now we've got red, warm sun, and he's coming. Am I gonna make it? I think. Oh, he's not far though. He's angry. 440 meters away. Let's suck some more dew. Not Mountain Dew, desert dew. Entirely different. For something. That was what we came here for, to remove the marker like 60 meters around here. One more in here, I think. Station in one piece. Finished one quest and another quest. That'd be approximately 2 quests. ways to run. Think there to there. I was trying to optimize your path. Give Shai Halud the least possible opportunities to nom you. Because I guarantee he wants to. He knows I'm tasty. Pardon me. Swallowed wrong. You'd think after all these years I'd have learned the lesson that you breathe through the front and swallow through the back. Apparently not. I missed that lesson. Hey, I know. I'm gonna suck some dew. Sometimes it can be... whoop! Oh, that's not great. Okay. Sometimes the straight way is the fastest. Two quests to turn in. We'll open up the Trooper skill line, which is kind of a big deal. That gives you the claw. You can swap. I use that both for combat and non-combat. Combat uses it's a good solid stun. So a mob comes running up to you. Say it's shielded, so your pistol, whatever, isn't doing you any good. You stun them. And use the knife.
Identify yourself.
I think I already stole everything from her. First time. I assume the chest is, yeah, opened already. Oh, it's Shai Halud just booking on by. Now he's a busy worm. He's got places to go, people to feed upon. They're not good people. How are we doing on space? We've got more. Oh, look. Do sucking time. The ship, you may remember. That is a Sardaukar ship. If they light us up, they'll freeze us and drop some mercenaries to kill us. Mercenaries are way more powerful than we are, at least at this level. And so running like a big chicken is the optimal solution. Well, it's another little encampment, I think. Whoop, there they are.
Someone here. Attack!
All else fails, drop a big automatic gun. Hey. Loot. It's just, it's one of my basic tenets is that if you're surprised by a bad guy, you drop a big automatic gun and the problem solves itself pretty quickly. It's not a person. Are they going to be a problemy? I have no especial desire to inflict harm and death upon them. But I will if I have to, if they make me. Which would be unwise, so I'm not suggesting don't. I mean, nobody's killed me yet. Not even me. My intent, cash in these quests, take off all of my gear, and get Shai-Hulud. Never been eaten. In the beta, got 3 characters. Pretty deeply in, for the beta. I've got a level 90 something, level like 45, level 35, different servers. Never been eaten. Died a few times. But never to Shai-Hulud or the Sandstorm, which eats all your stuff. So I will take off all of my stuff to appropriate striptease music. And summon Shai-Hulud himself. I'm going to go run around in the desert. Hopefully... Oh, we need water. I mean, I do have water in my catch pockets. But I'd rather suck some dew. Again, the 180 odd meters at the home stretch to the home, where I may or may not stretch. So we'll grab a dew, we'll fabricate stuff. Pardon me while I hydrate. Honey, I'm home. We'll deposit our blood into the blood purifier. Research scavenger rags, Karpov, and Kinja. Scavenger rags. Karpov 38. We will also research the schematic for the drinker. We'll fabricate a set of scavenger rags. Well, my assumption is I got 1 or 2 pieces as loot. Yeah, I did. But I mean, it's it's pre-used. I don't use used materials. I mean, I make stuff that's new for me. Because, ew, cooties. Other people's things have cooties on them, I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. So, full set of scavenger rags. Kaleph's drinker. Got enough for everything? Ooh, maybe not. Alright, now we need to make the Karpov. We need to make scavenger pants. Hood. Gloves. Chest piece. Have enough to make? We do not have enough plasteel microfluorofiber. course, it couldn't possibly be my fault. Nothing. It's fine. This will be my junk drawer. I don't know if the rest of the world has junk drawers or if that's just an American thing. I don't even know if it's an all-American thing. When I was growing up, everybody I knew, their house, they had a junk drawer. Various hardware bits and pieces went in there. Rubber bands, maybe. String. Tape. Screwdriver. That's a thing. Everywhere in America, let alone anywhere in the rest of the world. Well, I do have to fabricate a kit. That's it will be better than what I'm currently using, so. More XP.
I have crossed the Vermilius Gap, Off-Worlder, and I still haven't shaken my unwanted followers. I'm afraid I must delay our reunion until... well, I fear drastic measures might be required.
Light armor piece.
But fear not, Off-Worlder. You've come this far alone. I'm impressed. You're a long way from that mewling mauler I dragged from the wreckage of the Proteus.
Mewling,
Listen, you'll need a vehicle to cross the sands to the Paranorth and reach the Gap. But vehicles require components that aren't created here on Arrakis. Arrakis has a long history, Off-Worlder, more than you might imagine. Some things, like the Imperial testing stations, contain echoes of the past, but more importantly, they contain stockpiles of components you'll need. Just be careful. Those old ruins are a beacon for all kinds of scum.
Hey, I'm going there. Are you saying I'm scum? Because, I mean, you're not wrong. But it's not polite. So the scavenger, let's say, chest piece has 36 armor. This one has 16. 6% reduced dash stamina cost, the same. 12% blade mitigation, the same. Same heat protection as well. So again, this is more combat gear as opposed to... this one. Scavenger, 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 scavenger. Makeshift. What did I miss? Gloves. Gloves. Alright, there we go. Now the Kinjal is 7.2 damage per hit, which is way better than 5.5. So these are no longer of any use to me. Later, I'll get trained on how to create a salvager. But for now... well, you know, there's the great outdoors. And you know what makes it great? You can just dump crap out there. It's actually not what makes the great outdoors great. I'm memeing. Yep, memes are supposed to be funny and that... probably. Alright, first thing we need to do... well, not the first thing. There are a number of first things we need to do. Did I ever make that leader jump? I didn't. Do I have the maps to make that leader jump? I do. Let's make the Hajra leader jump. Which is, as I pointed out previously, a leader and a half jump. Let's make more copper. Oh, okay. You always want to leave one slot open in any of your storage bins so that you can do a split. Yeah, we're at full capacity. Let's extract water into our leader jug. We'll go ahead and drink from our catch pockets. Lens flavored, my favorite. We have some turnips. Or a turnip, I guess. At least one turnip. We have one or more turnips. We get to go to the testing station. I think I'm going to call it here. And tomorrow I will be back. And we will run the testing station and make the sand bike head north. But first I have to get eaten. That's right, I have to get eaten. I almost forgot. We need to drop all of our stuff off and go out in our skivvies.
Back again.
Your
It's
vengeance
over
is
then.
complete.
Oh, they took me. Killing. I'd swear you're a fool.
All right. This is easy. Trooper. Sugar wire claw. So good. It's a really nice implementation of the grappling hook. You combine it with a suspensor belt so you can float, and you launch yourself and start to float, and you just fly. Pretty cool. Reach the we will deliver on that. More goodies. Let's see. Micro sandwich fiber and EMF generator. Derek Chinara will accept. And he wants micro sandwich and EMS, which I think we've got, but we don't have those. So the quests are Wider World, which we will be doing tomorrow. Across the Gap, which we'll also be doing tomorrow. Here we have Scrap Metal, which we can do. Derek Chinara is above the testing station. He gives you the planetologist skill tree, which is sort of a supplementary skill tree. It's got some buffs and a few skills. So we're going to drop all this stuff off. And then we're going to get eaten. At least I hope. The fact that the sun's up may make it difficult for me to hang around long enough out there to get eaten. Home, sweet home. Maybe I can find a shady place in the sand, maybe? Okay, we are going to take off every piece of equipment we've got. I think we're probably going to need, I'm going to say 2 more boxes for that. Maybe 3. Alright, I have nothing on me. Now is time for me to get eaten for the very first time. Oh, we've got shade. If I can get out far enough where I can get his attention, I can maybe just run around. Come on, Shy, come on. I'm not getting any worm signs standing here. Come on. Okay, we've got worm sign. Don't know if I can keep it up long enough out here, but we've got shade. Hello there. I am on the test server. I am finishing up my day by seeing if I can get eaten by Shai Halud for the first time. If it was night, it would be faster, but it's day, so I have to run in the shade. And he's not coming yet. I'm hoping. Come on. Come on, Big Daddy. You want me? I'm tasty. I'm nutritious. I'm part of a nutritious and healthy breakfast. Come on. Shy. It's going okay so far. Oh, here we go. Come on. You can come and eat me. There he is. He's not too far away. Now he's going to go under and probably come right for me. Come on, Shy, baby. I've been waiting for this. I'm delicious. Come on. Yeah, that's a monster. That's the giant sandworm of Dune. And it's one of the constant dangers in the game. But I haven't been eaten yet in the game. I have like 150 hours in the game, including the beta, maybe 180 hours in the game. So I'm on the test server. I've taken all my clothing off, and I'm running around in the desert. The wiggly red line near my butt. That's what he's going to do to me. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I know he enjoyed his meal. It's just a morsel for him, but let's see. Trade post, checkpoint, home base, respawn. That's the one I want. That's home. Now I know what it's like. I had never been eaten by Shai Halud in the game, and now I have. I'm home. Sandworm death. You've been killed by a sandworm. All items in your inventory have been lost and are not recoverable. Stick to rocky ground to avoid the sandworm's attention, or use a vehicle to travel quickly across the open sands. Yeah, I could do that. Note, I have a worm tooth. First time I've had one of those. Can be used to craft an unfixed crysknife, but you can only use them once. I should now be wearing those. I am. Excellent. You're a Call of Duty player? I played like the original. Not sure if that counts. Let's see. We want to move this, say to there. The scavenger. Wait, I can't move it into storage? What do you say? Scavenger. Oh, these are the bad scavenger pieces, right? Those are not the ones I want to use. Those are pre-used. That, I think, is a spice blow, which sounds dirty, but it's really not. Right. Is that everything? Not quite everything yet. Don't need any more, actually. Need. Alright, all of those are where they should be. That needs to be in the 1 spot. Those need to be there. That goes into the 4 spot. That goes into the 2 spot. That goes there. That goes there. And that belongs in the 6 spot, which is correct. Do we have any Healy bits? We do have some. Heal kits, there they are. Those go into the 5 spot. Everything is back where it should be. I am not a partner. I am an affiliate. All right, everything got put away and is in its right spot. I am going to call it an evening. I want to thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I will be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand with more on the test server for Dune Awakening, which just launched today. Again, thanks for hanging out, guys. Hopefully you will see me soon. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. That's a W. Take care, and ciao for now.